Jimmy Kimmel Live will be shown following Friday Night Blitz on Local 5.
Friday Night Blitz is sponsored by your local Fairway food store.
You're watching the Friday Night Blitz!
Welcome into the Friday Night Blitz. It is week 1, season 22 right here on the Friday Night Blitz on Local 5. We got about 15 games to get through. A busy night, a hot one out there, I have to say, but none bigger in my eyes than the Class 4A showdown between Pella and Norwalk. And they know each other very, very well.
It's certainly going to be a challenge because they're athletic and they're all over the field.
A good football team, just like you get every year with a Dutch football team.
I expect really big, physical, just a dynamic football team that's been very, very good. You know, Paul's done a great job just building them, and they've been very good for a long time, and they just got a lot of really good athletes.
They'll be good. They always are, but I mean, we're Pella, and we'll do what we can and see how it goes.
They're going to come in. They're going to be physical. They're going to be disciplined, and they're going to take care of the football. And they're going to play fast, aggressive defense. And we got to make sure that we're ready to match all of those things that we're going to see tomorrow night.
We have a history, so it'll be fun. I'm excited for it. Everyone else is excited for it. There's a lot of excitement, and that's building up for this game. And you know, every Friday should be like that, though. Every Friday should be, you know, we're coming out and playing hard and playing 100%.
It's always fun when we get to play Pella, and especially at home. Looking forward to it a lot. Seeing the stands full, and it's going to be a fun game.
I'm ready. I'm excited. You know, it's been way too long. It's been a year, so I'm excited.
Super excited. It's been a hot minute since I've been out on the field, and our last game I was against Lewis Central, and it was a dominating game, and now I hope I can carry on that season to this season. I expect them to be tough, aggressive, and it's going to be a dogfight, I feel like.
And of course, Pella, a team that is a perennial power and just a few years removed from the three-peat in 3A. And tonight, Coach McKinstry was eager to learn more about his team's identity. And then on the other side, you have Norwalk. The Warriors went just 2-7 last year, but find themselves ranked in the top 10 to start the year. This is our Fairway Game of the Week on the Friday Night Blitz. Let's get to it. A great crowd on hand in Norwalk tonight. We go Norwalk and get there. It's 21-0. Warriors already up through a quarter. Then the defense is batting down the hatch. Check out the hit for the Warriors. Pads low. Great hit. Later in the second quarter, Norwalk sniffing out the screen, and that's a freight train coming through, laying the lumber. But a couple of plays later, Blake Meyer on the read option for Pella pulls it. Nothing but turf in front of him. Fortunately, doesn't quite have the jets on. Gets hauled down inside the 5. About 2 minutes to go in the half. It's Aiden Pollock rumbling in from a few yards out. The Dutch are on the board, and they were not done there. Third quarter now. Swing pass. Meyer, Pollock. Yeah, this is a good connection. Sheds one, and then he's going to say, see you later. Trots down the sidelines, and to the house he goes. It would be 21-13 after the missed PAT. Ensuing kickoff, well, turnovers are a bad thing, and ball coughed up. Pella recovers. It's Nolan Clayberg then going to take it from there. But first, you got to get the big man celebration on the turnover. He's hyped. And then here comes Clayberg punching it in from a couple yards out. Getting a shove there from Meyer as well. This game would need overtime to be settled. And that's where Norwalk comes out with the win. 34-31. A great battle in our Game of the Week. Now, something we're really excited to bring back this fall is our Game of the Week voting. You make the call on our Game of the Week. Every week, we'll tell you the 4 games you can pick from. Just go to weareiowa.com. The poll opens at 10:30 every Friday night and closes the next Thursday at 6. So that'd be next Thursday. So make it count. Let us know where you want us to go for our Game of the Week. The Week 2 contenders, let's pull them up. West Marshall at Nevada. Loving that matchup. Southeast Polk at West Des Moines Valley. We'll get into some 5A action here in just a bit. Williamsburg at Van Meter or Creston at Winterset. Again, you can vote at weareiowa.com right now or wait till the commercial break or whenever else you'd like to and vote. You have up until Thursday at 6 o'clock next week for our Game of the Week, and that will be our feature leading off the show in Week 2. Now, just a reminder, you can share your pictures, videos, and scores with us using hashtag Local5Blitz every Friday night. You'll see it all over Twitter, really big on Twitter and Facebook right now. Again, you know, TikTok was a thing last year I was still not on board with, and guess what? Still haven't added it yet. Maybe I'll get on it for the kids. I don't know. We'll get you on air as much as we can using that hashtag Local5Blitz. And, you know, week 1, we're working out some jitters. Got a lot of action to get to here on the Friday Night Blitz, including a trip up to Class 5A where the showdown of the night happened out at Southeast Polk in a battle between 1 and 2, Dowling and the Rams. Welcome back into the Friday Night Blitz, a thrilling week 1 with so many great games, maybe none bigger in 5A than Southeast Polk and Dowling Catholic. For that, we go out to Dave Bingham, who's taking it all in. Binger?
Year 22 of the Friday Night Blitz. Don't have time to explain what happened here with Southeast Polk against Dowling Catholic. We're just going to have to get right to the highlights and hope that you guys can hold on. Beautiful night out there. Coach Zelinovich watching very close in the pregame. His quarterback Jackson Daly and the Maroons. You know, they've won 7 of the last 8 championships. And Daly on the first drive gets it going to Titus Christensen, but this ball is coughed up. The Maroon defense finding a lot of opportunities early in this game. And after the Rams defense gets a stop, Daly back to pass, and this one is picked off by Blake Anderson. Dowling Catholic is on fire, and the fans love it right now. But more defense this time from the Rams. That is Xavier Wampa. They get a turnover here as he gets to Smolik, and then it's just more defense. This time, Andrew Harris knocks down a pass for the Rams. But the Rams finally in the second quarter get it going. Daly finding Sisler here on the little out route. First down in the red zone, and then on third down and goal here, Daly does the smart thing, and he gets it to one of the best players in the country, and Xavier Wampa is special. Makes a couple guys miss, comes right into your grill here on the first week of the Friday Night Blitz. Looking good for Dome Dynasty, perfect sunset. Boy, the Rams get on the board first, and that was huge. And now Jackson Smolik with the answer. He finds Jalen Thompson here. Nice catch. But that would be it for Smolik. He would leave with an injury. It looked like something to the shoulder. 7-0 Rams at the half. Dowling responds with a touchdown, but now there's no time left. It's winding down, time for one more play, and Daly throws it up to guess who? Xavier Wampa. Touchdown Polk. The Rams win 13-7. That's how it ends. The X-Man, the Magic Man, makes it happen. He made plays. Dowling's a good football team. Polk was special tonight. We'll catch up with Coach Zelinovich in a little bit, but right now I got to go find him. I don't know where he is. Send it back to you guys, John.
What a thriller out there in Southeast Polk. I have a feeling we'll see that one again come postseason. Now there's a new team in town. Waukee is split 2-2, and tonight Waukee Northwest was making their debut. You may not find a tougher schedule to open with the next few weeks of the season than the Wolves have, and it starts with the Valley Tigers feel a bit under the radar this fall, if that's possible. Northwest making their debut tonight. Sharp-looking unis taking on the perennial power Valley. Tigers after 3 and out by Valley. It's Northwest going in and marching right down the field. Tanner Spikesma from 3 yards out, punching it in. Just like that, Northwest, the first ever touchdown in Wolves history. Later in the first quarter, Wolves trying to punt it away, but snap is over the punter's head. What a heads-up play here, though. Just boots it down the field, lets it roll out of the end zone for the safety instead of great field position for those dangerous Tigers. So, you know, student section's okay with that on the Valley side. They're happy about it. That's the safety. 2 points, ensuing drive for Valley. You know, kickers need love, too. That is belted through the uprights. That would make it 7-5. Alrighty. Band Love and Life 2 there, and that would only eventually lead to a Tigers field goal. Plenty of leg, and then the connection. 52 yards. Carson Rankin to Hayden Huntley. Has no one near him. 14-5 at half. But get this. Waukee Northwest, Valley, double OT, 42-41. The final. Valley storming back to beat the Wolves. That's a heartbreaker there. Alrighty, now let's just keep sticking. We're going to bounce over to Indianola, taking on Centennial tonight. No real script for this one, so we're just going to kind of wing it. We got a little screen pass here for the Indians, and guess who is gone? That is great blocking up the middle, and see you later. Indianola on the board. Remember, they moved down to Class 4A this year, playing up a class to 5A, and then the field goal is good through the uprights. The PAT, I should say, is good. No harm there. Then ensuing kickoff, Indianola delivering here. Centennial going to take this from about the 10-yard line, but dropped. Sometimes that works out for the better because guess what? We got a wall in front of the returner. Centennial taking it to the house. Looks to be about 95 yards. That's a big one there. The Jags feeling some more. We go with the play action. Uh-oh. Quarterback, though, bailing himself out. Finds a man wide open in the back of the end zone. Centennial just keeping it rolling. Let's go ahead and, you know, that would be the second touchdown of the night for Centennial, though. I've got to mention that would also be the last touchdown for Centennial because Indianola just kept pounding away at this one. Get this, 42-13. The Indians handing the Jags a big loss there. Alrighty, stick with us here on the Friday Night Blitz. When we return, we're going to check in with a few other big matchups in Class 5A, including a rivalry night here in the Metro on the Northwest side. Oh boy, the Norwalk student section loving life there. Thank you for that, sweet Caroline. All righty, we're going to get out to Bettendorf. Urbandale on the road. Evan Forker for Bettendorf with the big stop there on 4th down. Second quarter though, Urbandale gonna go to a little trickeration. The double pass, Jalen Ziegler to Kia Block. And guess what? That is a 54-yard pitch and catch. 7-0 Irby, just like that. Next, it's Jalen Rottinghouse. This kid can do it all too. End around. He's going to connect with Ziegler, 43 yards to the house. 13-0 at that point. Urbandale topping Bettendorf tonight, 13-3, your final. All righty, 51 weeks. That's how long it's been since North High played a game under the lights on a Friday night in pads. It's been too long for the Polar Bears. That's why they're soaking up every snap this fall.
North on 3, 7 on 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A bad day at football beats a good day a whole lot of other places.
So as temps rise into the 90s,
yeah, it's really hot, man, especially yesterday, man.
There's an energy amongst the Polar Bears.
It feels great, man. Last year we only had a couple games, couldn't really practice that much. It feels so good to be back out here.
2 games. That's all North was able to play last year after having the season shut down.
It wasn't a good deal for anybody involved, so we're just happy that these kids get an opportunity to play 9 games.
It could have hurt a program like North, but the culture Eric Addy has instilled in the last few seasons has this team getting after it.
Here we go.
Since Coach Addy's been here, it's been real different. Everybody's stepping up, everybody's getting in the weight room, participating, and just loving it.
And they've done it with a purpose, getting a win.
Here we go.
They don't have to tell me that they want to win. I know that they want to win because they're performing at practice like they want to win. They're doing things different. So they're super hungry. They're super hungry.
1 win. It may seem small, but for North High, they've been hard to come by. You have to go back 5 years to find the last Polar Bears victory. So yeah, they're hungry.
We want to, I don't want to say too much, but we really want to get that win.
They'll get their first shot at ending the 34-game losing streak against their rival, Hoover.
That's where we're aiming for. That's the goal. And from there, move on. We just can't really wait until this game Friday, man, because it's been a long off-season, so we really can't wait to play football.
So obviously North very motivated. Again, it's been a 34-game losing streak for them. We're going to jump right into the highlights with this one because it was a fun one over there at North High. They were taking on those crosstown rival Hoover Huskies, and you know, I got the wrong script there. We're just going to find it really quick and roll with it. North High getting taken down there. They get the turnover, then they're going to punch it in with the short yardage. Just like that, North is on the board. They're just going to keep running it in. This team has a new sense of culture and just going to keep rolling with it. And then they're going to get after Hoover a little bit here too. But Hoover's got a playmaker in their quarterback. Nice pickup there. Let's go ahead and pull up the final score from this one. I apologize. Look at that. Des Moines North, their first win in 34 games, snapping the losing streak, 24-8 or 24-0. Hard to read those numbers on my screen from here, but that's all right. Again, North, you get the dub. Congratulations. Big one for you guys tonight. All righty, let's bounce over to Johnston, taking on Cedar Falls, and Johnston with the quick slant, Adrian Broadus, who makes the catch for a big gain as he weaves through that Cedar Falls defense. Drive sets up a field goal from senior Jack Rutz. Rutz, he's going to deliver between the uprights. Johnston, they'll take it. Cedar Falls is a formidable opponent, perennial power up there in the northeast part of the state. Keep it going here now on the screen to Rex Woodley, who takes it close to the goal line. That would set up Rutz, the QB sneak for the score. Out of the shotgun, he's going to keep it on the read, punch it right up the gut, and in he goes. 9-0, Johnston. Cedar Falls gets into the game, though, with a pass here. Caden Jansen to Tigers' Carter Ernst. Nice little connection there on the sidelines. Gets 1 foot down for the completion. And then a big tackle from Blake Tubbs. Second quarter, big pass to Trey Campbell here. Campbell going to do all the work, drives that end. Ooh, there's that big hit we were talking about. Now, let's go ahead and get to that pass. Trey Campbell, part of a drive that ends in a touchdown for Riley Burnett. 9-6 ball game. Again, nice pass. Not a lot you can do there. Drops it into nice coverage. And then they're going to punch it in. Johnston, though, pull up the final. Do they get the win? We do not have a final from Johnston Cedar Falls. I believe that one was going late tonight. We'll get you a final here later on in the show. And again, something we're really excited to bring back this fall is fan voting. You guys are going to control our game of the week every single week of the season. And that's fun for me because guess what? I just got to pick 4 matchups to let you guys vote on. Starting at 10:30 every Friday night, we'll announce them here in the show, and then they'll run. That poll will stay up until Thursday next week at 6 p.m. We'll take it down. That'll be our game of the week. We'll announce that Thursday night at 10 on Local 5. And here are the matchups. We got West Marshall taking on Nevada, Southeast Polk at West Des Moines Valley, Williamsburg at Van Meter, and Creston versus Winterset. Some good crossover matchups there in classes as well. A lot of ranked teams on that list. Again, go to weareiowa.com. You can vote for whichever game you want to see as our game of the week. We want to hear from you, the fans, the students. Let us know because we'll be out there come Friday night. A lot of fun. Alrighty, still to come on the Friday Night Blitz. We got a lot more games to get to. We'll get back to it when we come back. Alrighty, let's get right back into it. Carlisle, Winterset. Oh, that's a good showdown down there in Carlisle. The Wildcats and Huskies. Second quarter, it's Winterset's ball on the 21-yard line. Tyler Hoffman takes a snap, throws a short pass to Levi Gurwell. Gurwell running for the first down, tackled by the Carlisle defense there. On the next play, Tyler Hoffman handing it off to Dawson Forgy. Forgy running it all the way down, finding a seam, and he is in for the score. PAT, though, no good. Got to work on that extra point game, I guess. Winterset 6-0. Winterset sets up to kick to Carlisle. And guess what? We got our first onside kick of the season on Friday Night Blitz. Blake Bellamy recovering the ball for Winterset. And how do you like him now? You can't advance it, unfortunately, young man, but still, heck of a recovery. Then Tyler Hoffman taking the snap, fakes the handoff. He is going to shed one tackle, stiff arm, and see you later. Cuts into the end zone. And then Carlisle's Wyatt Zabizka. I can't even try that. That's a tough name. I'm sorry, Wyatt. Send me a pronouncer next week. We'll get you in later. Still in the second quarter, Winterset has the ball in the Carlisle 17. Second and 13, Hoffman hands off to Forgy again, who runs it all the way in. Another score. PAT is good. Winterset up 18-0. Go ahead and pull up that final score. A big final score, 26-3. Good win there for the Huskies. All righty, North Polk DCG. Let's see if we can get the shot sheet out of that one really quick. And, taking the field is nice little crossover matchup. North Polk DCG. DCG now 4A, North Polk 3A. Some big hits in this one, and that's what we like to see. We don't just show you the touchdowns, we show you the big hits. North Polk with the ball, DCG trying to get after it. but cannot do much. Not a lot of scoring early on when we got there in this one, but then check out the slant pass. Big pickup there for DCG. They keep it going. But then we get a bobbled pick. Lays out for the grab. That's one nice play. They're going to keep it going. Big hit there. Again, not a lot happening in this game while we were there. North Polk going to be a good team in Class 3A. DCG making the tackle there. Then we get another pick. A lot of turnovers tonight. Tough one there. We've got a 34-7 North Polk topping DCG, playing the class up. Good win there for the Comets tonight. All right, now just a reminder, again, you can share your pictures, videos, and scores with us using hashtag Local5Blitz. Really big on Twitter and Facebook. And let's run through them. ADM, there's Tiger Nation, been rocking. Great energy out there as they took on Gilbert tonight. Gilbert trailing there, 41-7. We're going to get you those highlights from ADM and Gilbert in just a little bit. DCG breaking out the new flags. I love the new logo over there. Brent Butcher, we need a lid over here from DCG. I think we need a new logo at least. Bondurant, well, they got the hype video going. We'll get to you guys next week for sure. But man, loving that. And then Carlisle, awesome week one at CHS. Unfortunately, not the outcome they were looking for. Winterset getting the win over the Carlisle Wildcats from what I can find. We'll double check that a little bit later, but a lot of good stuff. Again, tag us on social media using hashtag Local5Blitz, Twitter, Facebook, at We Are Iowa 5 News on both of those. We're also going to be launching a Local 5 Sports page on Twitter as well. So you can follow us there once we get that up and running. Still to come, we'll check back in with Binger, who's joined by our Coach of the Week. That's next. All righty, let's get back to it. A good one. Madrid at home for the first game of the season, taking on Woodward-Granger. This game, all Woodward-Granger. Pass over the middle to Brody Nardini for the gain there. Good play by the Madrid defense now. Brady Leonard stuffing the screen pass. He sniffed that out. No wide receiver screen on him today. Woodward-Granger getting on the board, though. QB sneak by Carter Moran. 7-0. He finds a seam, runs a dude over. Oh, first we got the big run. Let's go to the big run first. Then we're going to find the touchdown here. Nardini under center, or Moran under center, sorry, 7-0. Woodward-Granger keeps things going. It would be Moran finding Dane Pulich, who fights for another first down out wide. Pretty sure he's told me how to pronounce his name before, and I'm probably getting it wrong. Sorry, Mr. Pulich. You can bother me and tell Matt Eichhorn to let me know how to pronounce it the right way next time. All right, a few plays later, Nardini catching the screen for a first down, then Moran makes the game 14-0, second rushing touchdown of the game. Woodward-Granger Well, they blanked the Madrid Tigers 33-zip. Tough one for them, but good win for the Hawks out of the gates. Alrighty, welcome back in. A fun night of football, and I know Binger's loving life out there in Southeast Polk. Let's get back out to him with our Coach of the Week.
Welcome back, guys. Friday Night Blitz, you know, week one, no big deal. Southeast Polk taking on Dowling, and wow, I think we'll remember this one for a long time. Our Coach of the Week, Coach Zelenovich, we'll be following him all year, and we won't make you do this every week. We'll pick on some of your staff or your players. You had a special one tonight, but there's really not much we can talk about, just the way that thing ended. You've been a part of a lot of great games. Walk me through it.
Yeah, I mean, we were touch and go there in the second half offensively. You know, we couldn't get anything going. Credit to them. They came out, had a good plan, and had us on the ropes, and, you know, played like we had 3 sophomores on the offensive line at times, but then put a drive together when we needed it. You know, made a couple plays, scrambled plays out, and had a chance to try and get one to get in a field goal range, and then, you know, missed on the second down, and then, you know, just took a shot and threw it to probably the best player this state's seen in a while, if not ever.
He was special tonight, and he was unique, and even the interception he had right before that. I mean, he's on all of our highlights, but you really have to credit. People don't realize how good Dowling is defensively. I mean, I know that you think you have a lot of weapons and all that, and the season will get better, but how much can you say about what the Maroons put on the field here tonight?
Oh, I mean, yeah, we knew they were going to be good defensively. They had some guys back up front, some experience in the secondary with a couple guys, and had a good plan and got us on the ropes, and, you know, we had trouble moving it there in the second half. Had some chances in the first half, missed the field goal, you know, got in plus territory, had a couple big runs early and kind of shot ourselves in the foot. We had a little bit of momentum, you know, and then second half they made some good adjustments, and, you know, we're just going to have to, you know, continue to coach those guys up front, get better, and see where we're at. But yeah, no, we knew it was going to be a dogfight, and they're known for that. I mean, they're a physical football team, well coached, and, you know, started heating us up a little bit there and giving us some different looks, and you know, stuff we got to get cleaned up.
I really hate to kill the celebration to make you come out here. I know you got to go back, but you live for this, don't you? I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're going to win a state champion or whatever. Just to have these efforts and have a play like that, and to have a Friday night like this. I mean, does it get any better? I mean, you go to a zone you can't go to in regular life.
Yeah,
there at the end with your kids.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we talk to them all the time. It's about experience, right? And, you know, they'll remember how they felt after that win. You know, first game their senior year, junior year, sophomore year, whatever, against the second-ranked team in the state, and, you know, all sorts of attention and hoopla and whatever. And, you know, we were lucky enough to come on top, make a play at the end, and yeah, I mean, they'll remember that forever.
Well, we're just getting started this year, week one, so maybe it'll be a long one. Coach Zelenovich joining us here on the Friday Night Blitz. 22 years we've been at it. It's a good start to year 22. Back to you guys in the studio.
Not wrong there, Binger. All right, up next on the Friday Night Blitz, the Roosevelt Rough Riders out to a strong start under a new head coach. How the Rough Riders are going to navigate the season, and who's going to be their leader for TRHS. Welcome back. The Roosevelt Rough Riders are no stranger to coaching changes on the gridiron, but they are in a better spot now than they once were for success. Now, it's about how Jared Barnett can build on the culture in his own way. May only be was only day 2 of practices when we last caught up with him, but it looks like the former Iowa State signal caller is setting his team up well for the season ahead.
There's really no adjustment. There's really no getting back into it because I never really stopped.
Get your hands up here.
Jared Barnett hasn't coached for a while, but the former Cyclones quarterback hasn't quit watching film, studying the game, and giving advice to friends who are coaching. But now he's back on the field every day with the Roosevelt Rough Riders.
You're still coming out and you're still having fun. You're still coaching guys who want to be here, and it's a great time.
Barnett takes over as head coach for Roosevelt after the departure of Mitchell Moore. Barnett knows those are big shoes to fill.
He really pours and pours and pours into his guys, and I know that because he was a GA at Iowa State when I was there.
The Rough Riders made the postseason for the first time in 2 decades under Moore. It's on Barnett to continue that success.
I know how he is as a coach, and it's really, you know, there's no difference, but it's, you know, doing it in our way and in my way, you know. And so, you know, really just knowing those guys, loving on them, and doing things for them, obviously outside of football, and teaching them things beyond football.
Making the adjustment easier is Jamison Patton.
Roosevelt's seen a lot of new coaches, but this is personally my first one changing. I mean, we're all taking it in. We're just going to the next and keep on fighting and trusting the process.
Patton is one of the best two-way players in the state at safety and quarterback.
It's good to have him on the field because he sees and understands everything that I'm seeing. Now, we have to, you know, getting taught, you know, our offense and our schemes.
Those are things he's picking up on quick, along with an expanded leadership role.
I just stay strong, stay humble, and just try helping my guys through the way, and if they need help with it, just help them and just build.
The Rough Riders are looking to build off their success from 2019 after only getting to play 2 games in 2020. So you know they'll be ready week 1 to take on East High.
It's the best time of the year. I'm ready to get back out there and show what our team got.
Alrighty, so Roosevelt taking on Des Moines East tonight, and we're going to get right to it. That Roosevelt defense just swarming the Scarlets all night long, bringing the heat, bringing the blitz, and then they come up with another big hit. That's a TFL there from Skylar James. Then doing more on defense, but first you got the quarterback there from East, Aaron Pollard, doing some razzle-dazzle. Then he looks for the screen, finds his go-to guy in Darius Sirleaf. Sirleaf gets taken down after a nice little pickup. Got a Roosevelt turnover there. Not a lot going on. Again, kind of a slow start to this one, but Roosevelt would find their own on the kickoff. You got Sirleaf trying to find some room to work. He's going to bob and weave his way through. Gets a couple blockers out there. Finally taken down from behind. And then another handoff, but Roosevelt there sniffing it out. They weren't giving the Scarlets any room to work all day long. Nice catch along the sidelines there. Roosevelt up 13-0 at one point. Get this, they blow them out 47-zip. That's Mr. Peter Panthadith there with the touchdown as well for the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Again, kind of just wiggling his way through all the way to the end zone. Big thank you to Varsity Bound for having those scripts up, or for having those rosters updated. All right, we're going to jump in. Des Moines Christian taking on Pella Christian, down 49-8. DMC looking to strike back. Josh Schenk takes the handoff, bounces right back up the middle. Then Tyler Martin completes his pass down the middle to Carson Thies, who will leap over a defender, move the ball downfield even further. Des Moines Christian caps it off with a touchdown. Tyler Martin completes a pass to Gavin Phillips in the end zone. That make it 49-14, looking to extend the lead, or get back into it. Des Moines Christian successfully attempting the onside kick. We've had 2 onside kicks successfully accomplished tonight. Again, you can't advance them, but that's okay. However, the next play, bad handoff. That's going to end the drive with a fumble recovery by the Pella Christian Eagles. Pella Christian will end it with the drive and some points. Isaac Kakmarinsky swinging it out to Bennett Spronk. Juka defender run it in for the touchdown. 55-14. Pella Christian, they get the big dub tonight. 56-22 is your final. Alrighty, football fans loving life. ADM had the ground game going early on as Matt Defoe decides to keep it for a nice little gain here. Just using a blocker, and then he works his way down the field. Then Brevin Dole taking the handoff and keeps it going. That sets ADM up nicely as Matt Defoe decides to keep it once again. He tricks our camera guy even. Finds the end zone. That's a touchdown for ADM. Attack on the PAT there. Kickers need love too. extra point good. 7-0 ADM. ADM driving again as it's Brevin Dull shaking off defenders for a big pickup there. And then Defoe rolling out. Going to find Caden Morse for the long touchdown. That's a strong arm on the run. Sheds a defender into the end zone. They don't look back. Get this 41-7 ADM rolling by the Gilbert Tigers. That was the Tiger Bowl, as we like to call it. Both teams, the Tigers. 41-7, your final. All right, let's check in with social media. Urbandale moving to 1-0. Again, 13-3 win. We had the highlights right here on Local 5. Big shout out to QAD, WQAD out in Quad Cities for helping us out. Get those highlights out of the Davenport area or the Quad Cities area. Let's go on to the next social media spot there. Students fired up, back at it. Let's go Hawks. That is from the Ankeny student section. They got a big win over Waukee tonight, blowing out the Warriors. And then the Hail Mary is answered. Here is your game winner from Xavier Nwangpa on the catch, Jackson Daly on the throw. The student section losing their mind. Binger said it was just a sight to see. It was pure madness out there. Everyone went nuts, and that's why it took forever to find Brad Zelinovich. Alrighty, then Schaefer Stadium, no relation. That's where Kyle Ocker finds himself tonight. Atumwa taking on Oski. 90 degrees. It was hot out there, muggy. Yeah, there was a little breeze, but I broke quite the sweat, I gotta say. If it weren't for the makeup, I'd be glistening beautifully. Indianola and Ankeny there. Good showdown. Centennial and of course the Indians getting a nice win. And then that game, Northwest versus Valley. Quite the debut for the Wolves. They went to overtime. Valley does get the win over Waukee Northwest. And that's from me, Keith Duncan. What's this? Working for Waukee Northwest, the former Hawkeye kicker has quite the boot. Most famous for that blown kiss to the Nebraska section or fan section out there in the Heroes game. And then, of course, Brian Holgrave, great photographer over there for the Des Moines Register. Great picture there of the Roosevelt Rough Riders who, again, got the big win for Des Moines East. Alrighty. You remember, you can share all of your photos, pictures, videos, and scores using hashtag Local5Blitz. Really big on Twitter, like I said. Facebook, we'll use it too. TikTok, I'm coming for you. I think it's time to add it. High school kids, we want to see your student sections blowing it up next week, all right? On TikTok, we're going to find a way to get it on air. Up next, the game ball is back. Plus, who takes home the title for Play of the Week? And we still got one highlight to get to in just a little bit as well, but we're getting to the game ball brought to you by Fairway, and new game ball this year. Every year or every week we're going to give it to a player, coach, fan, someone that's doing something special. And tonight we're going to go with Des Moines North. All right, the game ball is going to Des Moines North, snapping a 34-game losing streak tonight with a big win over Hoover. They've changed the culture there to the extent where kids are taking a lot of pride in that football program. Eric Addy has done a great job in his few years there, and really it's on these kids for buying into the system. They wanted to come out week one, snap the streak, get that weight off their shoulders, see if they can put together a couple of wins this year. So Friday Night Blitz game ball brought to you by Fairway. Guess what? That's coming your way. North High School. I know Mario Rossi, our digital producer, will be happy about that one. I might even have him hand deliver it to Eric Addy. You two have some history. So we'll get that your way. Congratulations on a big win. And again, been a long time coming, 4 years plus since their last win. Their last win actually came back in 2016 in week 2. So there you go. It's been a while. Congratulations. Huge win against the Hoover Huskies. All right. Now we've got our play of the week. This is brought to you by, well, Wyckoff. Thank you, Wyckoff. And we're going to go back to Southeast Polk Dowling. This was quite the showdown, an instant classic. Jackson Daly up top to Xavier Nwangpa, the 5-star recruit. He's got just about every offer in the book. The future Arkansas State quarterback chucking it up to his go-to guy. Nwangpa hauls it in. 13-7 the final. No need for the PAT, because that is a walk-off winner if I've ever seen one. What a win for the Rams. That is a staple victory and not an easy one to come by. Of course, they are the favorites in Class 5A this year. Dowling should be right there with them. I don't see the rankings changing whatsoever after that one, because that was one fun show to watch. Now, something, again, we're really excited to bring back this fall. You get to vote on our game of the week. I've talked about it twice in the show already. Polling is open. Go to weareiowa.com. Because guess what? You're going to make the call on where we're going every Friday night. We're going to preview that matchup, whatever one you pick. Voting runs until 6 p.m. next Thursday. It's open right now. West Marshall versus Nevada, Southeast Polk versus Valley, Williamsburg at Van Meter, and Creston versus Winterset. Go to weareiowa.com. Click on the game you want to see as our game of the week. We'll be there. We'll preview it. We'll talk to the teams leading up to it. A lot of great matchups. Yes, these are some class crossover games. That's all right. Williamsburg, Van Meter, gonna be a stud fest. West Marshall, Nevada, I can't tell you how excited I am for that. Southeast Polk Valley, well, we saw what both of those teams did tonight. And then Creston and Winterset, the Huskies, really good football team over there. Creston chomping at the bit as well. They'd love nothing more than to go into the Husky territory and take them down. So weareiowa.com. I can't vote, but you can. You decide our game of the week. Up next, Dome Dynasty is back once again. Get a taste of who Binger will be following this fall. Welcome back into the Friday Night Blitz, and what a night it was. Dome Dynasty back at it too. Binger, and his team putting together some great stuff. This year, they're going to be following along with Southeast Polk. As you saw tonight, they were at that game between the Rams and the Maroons. But here's a deeper dive into Brad Zelinovich, the head coach for the Rams, and really what motivates him and what he's been able to do for the Rams since arriving at SEP.
It's a unique community, you know, in terms of, you know, you've got multiple communities that feed into one high school in terms of consolidation and you know, a relatively new community and a new high school compared to some of the giants that you see in the CIML, you know, the ones that have been around 100 plus years. So getting, you know, right out of college, you know, I did the GA thing for a couple years and then had an opportunity to get into high school football. And, West 67. You know, since then, you just possibilities. You know, I think it was kind of an untapped program in terms of giving kids opportunities and kind of just, you know, starting a strength training and off-season type program and getting that belief and that buy-in. And you know, I think in our second year, ended up winning the first playoff game in the history of the school in 2004. So pretty relatively new. And since then, you know, we've prided ourselves on trying to be an elite type program in 4A and now 5A. And it's been a fun ride. It's been fun to see the growth and the new school and the new facilities and the new stadium going in over across the street. So, you know, hopefully we'll continue to head in the right direction. Oh yeah, I mean, obviously the expectations for our football team are high. I mean, let's call it what it is, and you know, I don't think anybody outside of our walls has any higher expectations than what we have inside. And you know, we're going to have to do things right, and especially with our schedule. And you know, and everybody makes, you know, our schedule. Our schedule's been our schedule for the last 5 years. I mean, we're playing the same team. You know, you're playing, you know, the Valleys, the Dowlings, the Yankees, and Centennials, and Waukees. You know, all the very good programs on this side of the state. And you got to be ready to play every week, and that's exciting. You know, and you know, why wouldn't you want it any other way? So we'll take it day by day. You know, and that, you know, seems cliche in coach speak, and it is. But got a target on our back. But you know, I don't think we snuck up on anybody last year either. So. You know, we'll continue to put a chip on our shoulder and go fight for the respect that, you know, this program, I think, is getting close to obtaining, you know, on a statewide scale, and we'll see what happens.
Good stuff there from Bingham, and always fun when we get down to Van Meter, because guess what? Week 1, Death, Taxes, Earlham, and Van Meter showing off. That's a guarantee just about every single year, because they may be in different classes, but their rivalry still brews annually between these two. The Bulldogs trying to get a new win streak started after having theirs snapped at the Dome in the 1A championship a year ago. The Cardinals just looking for an upset tonight. Let's get to the highlights. The fans have to be back as we pick things up in the third quarter. Van Meter up 28-zip, and Jack Pettit gonna fake the handoff and keep it for a little bit more there. Van Meter stays on the ground as Pettit calls his own number for a big gain once again up the gut. Keeping everyone healthy, that's all they want to do. And then it's Ryan Fisher for the Van Meter touchdown there. Nice little pitch and catch on the next drive. Dalton Van Pelt, well, he knows how to break through some tackles. Everyone on that defense said they hate having to tackle him in practice. I can see why. He breaks it off for the long touchdown run they tack on the PAT. 42-0 Bulldogs. Special teams got in on the action as Porter Doggett. Well, check out this hit. Sometimes it's just bad to be on the wrong end of it. Woo, buddy. That's quite the hit. Earlham shows some life, though. Daryl Matcham finds Brody Morrison as he makes the diving grab. Nifty little play. It was all Van Meter, though, tonight. 42-0 the final. The Bulldogs starting strong on both sides of the football. All right, let's dive back into social media. Dome Dynasty, a.k.a. Dave Bingham and company. Hashtag Local 5 Blitz out there at the Southeast Polk game ahead of kickoff. A lot of fun. And then this is an instant classic. Taylor Knust and Samantha Mesa rocking the lids that you see up here on the set. We've got a rotation going now, and if you want to get your helmet on the set, please let me know. Reach out, DM me, email me. We'll get your helmet out here, all right? It's a little big on Taylor. He needs to find a smaller one, and they definitely need to shower after using those. And then, big shout out to my family there, setting me up with the Go Fight Win Happy Friday Night Blitz, trying to give me the little pick-me-up this morning. Can't do it without the family and the support system, I'll tell you that much. We love our families, and we love our viewers. We love all you guys. Valley getting the win over Northwest tonight, 42-41 in overtime. Loving the graphic. Pete Jeffries, hey buddy, good to see you there. Thanks for tagging us on hashtag Local 5 Blitz. And then the Pella Dutch Norwalk Fires on the quick slant, 34-41 31 the final, I believe, is the actual final, because I don't think they had to kick the extra point. Could be wrong there. Tough battle between those two. Great game of the week for us, Pella and Norwalk. Again, OT final, a lot of fun, and so good times out there. All right, that'll do it for social media for now, and we're just going to be wrapping things up when we come back. Week 1, almost in the books. Can you believe it? Week 2, we're less than, 7 days away now. All righty, get ready for it. We'll wrap things up next. Welcome back into the Friday Night Blitz as we wrap things up. We're going to go ahead and pull up what the poll looks like. We've talked about it a few times. You can go to our website right now, weareiowa.com. I can't vote, but you can. We've got our 4 matchups right there. West Marshall versus Nevada, Southeast Polk versus Valley, Williamsburg versus Van Meter, and Creston versus Winterset. You pick the one you want to see, and guess what? It shows you instant results. I'm going to pull up the results. We've already got 119 votes, and we're an hour into the poll being open. West Marshall versus Nevada leading right now at 69%. Williamsburg, Van Meter, 15%. Creston, Winterset, you're trailing at the very end, and Southeast Polk Valley there in third. So go ahead, get their vote. You got until next Thursday. Let us know who you want to see for our game of the week. We'll go out and talk to those teams. We'll preview the matchup. We'll be out there live at 5 and 6 on Friday nights, and then that'll lead off our Friday Night Blitz show in week 2. Next week, we'll have another poll for you. Again, West Marshall, Nevada, Southeast Polk Valley, Williamsburg, Van Meter, Creston versus Winterset. weareiowa.com. Go vote. We want to see who you got for our game of the week. Thanks for joining us week 1. Week 2, we're going to be back even better. A lot more highlights coming your way next week. We'll see you then.